Joining me virtually today is Alexis from POV. Welcome, Alexis.
Hi, Nandy. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you.
Thank you for coming. So I'm so glad you could join us today. I read about a bit about your initiative, but I want us to talk to our viewers about that today. Alexis, tell me about POV, how all about it and how it was started, and how did we get here?
So thanks much for having me. So POV is an organization that started in 2007. We are a nonprofit, but we work very closely with industry, with the film and television industry, to train diverse creatives into jobs into the industry. The unique thing about this organization, I would say, especially as someone who's worked in the nonprofit sector for many years, is our organization was actually started by the industry. We were founded by a very large commercial production house because they saw the need to diversify the film and television industry here in Canada. So since 2007, we've been running training programs for young people aged 18 to 30 to get really great, exciting jobs in the film and television industry.
And so it was started in 2007. That's been a bit of a while, over a decade, coming up on 15
Yeah.
years. Wow. And are you at liberty to say what was that house, that commercial entity that was the big supporter?
Yeah, it's Radke Film Group. So again, they're one of the biggest commercial film production houses in the country.
Excellent. So what projects has POV been working on?
So we run training programs, like I said. So we run three streams of programs. One is called Envision. That's really an introductory program for folks who might not really know what they want to do in the industry, but are excited by it and want to find out more. We run a PA training program. So that's for folks who are really looking to get their hands dirty and work as a production assistant on sets. And for a lot of people who work in this industry, that's sort of that entry level point. And then we have our media training program, which is essentially a mini 6-month film school. All our programs are completely fee-free for participants to engage with. And we really sort of rely on those industry relationships. So we have professionals in the industry come in and lead workshops and network with our participants. And a lot of our participants have gone on to have like really great careers in the industry. Like you said, we've been doing this for 15 years. So we've seen a lot of really great success with our programs.
And what markets do you work in? Is it like mostly the GTA, or do you get to go to other markets in Canada?
I mean, so like I said, we're a nonprofit. We're funded to do our work in Toronto. But that's not to say, though, that our alumni aren't able to work in other parts of Canada or certainly have their films and television and the projects that they worked on, shown across the country or even internationally.
Do the programs cover like a range of media, such as like film, TV, sports media? What sort of industries do they
Yeah.
work in?
So, I mean, primarily film and television. We are starting an advertising stream this year, which we're really excited about. And film and television itself is such a broad thing as well. I mean, we have folks who are using those skills and they're doing like digital web series and things like that. Folks who are a little bit more experimental and on the artsy side, and their work is shown in galleries. So again, we're finding that a lot of the skills that we're teaching in our programs are quite transferable to different sort of creatives and creative mediums.
Nice. Nice. Now, the information that you sent for us in advance was check your privilege. So that campaign,
Right.
is it a recent campaign? Has it been going on for a while, or has it just started?
We actually just launched that campaign at the end of February.
Oh, nice. So tell us more about, this is really, really original. Tell us more about Check Your Privilege.
So, Check Your Privilege is really POV's way of speaking to the industry about the issue of diversity in the industry. I think, we've certainly seen strides with diversity in the industry, but we could always be doing better, right? So, what we're doing with the campaign is we're really asking folks in the industry to look at their organizations, look at their staff, and see like where are we lacking diversity? Where can we sort of be more inclusive in the way we hire and the way we support staff within our organizations? And one of the things that we truly believe is that POV is an organization that works to train these diverse creatives. We are sort of providing a bit of sustainable solutions. So we're saying kind of like for folks who donate to our programs and donate to POV, you're able to sort of help us train that next generation of diverse creatives.
What do those donations look like? Are we talking about placements and opportunities and or like checks? Because it's check your privilege. What does that donation look like?
I mean, for us, the support can look a lot of different ways. Of course, when folks donate funds to us, that allows us to expand on our programs, expand on our program offerings, ensure that the folks we bring into our programs are able to, access more diverse resources. But I mean, that can also look like folks opening up their doors to our alumni, right? I mean, we have this great group of an alumni who graduate from our programs every year. This is an opportunity to really look at their talent and bring them onto your sets or bring them into your organizations as well.
And you've been getting a good response from that campaign?
We have been getting a good response. I think it's been starting a really great conversation. We have folks who really support the message and really understand what we're trying to do. And I think there are also folks who are challenged by what we're trying to do as well. And I think that's okay too, right? What we really want to do is invite everyone into the conversation.
Of course, and I was just thinking too, I mean, it's still early days because you launched the campaign in February, so at the end of February, so 2 weeks in, yeah, definitely, I'm glad that you are getting that positive reception and build on that. So you did talk about the different programs over the 15 years, and I'm wondering, I'm really curious, have you gotten any feedback? Are there any really good stories about those who were able to utilize POV's resources and they were able to get into the industry? What sort of feedback have you been getting?
I mean, so like I said, we've been around for 15 years, so we have participants who have gone on to have films at international film festivals. We have a graduate who just sold his film to Netflix. The Canadian Screen Awards just announced all their nominees, and there are a few POV alumni who've been nominated for awards. So it's just really exciting to see the work that our alumni are doing. And not only that, the way that they give back to our programs. So a lot of times our alumni will come back and they'll run sessions with our participants. They'll come back for panels, career talks, that kind of thing. So I truly believe that one of the strengths of POV is that we're helping build this network and this real community of diverse creatives who want to sort of work with one another and help one another out, and sort of, use their privilege to help this emerging group of new creatives that we're working with.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for sharing about the program, and we'll make sure that your information is shared about how we can find you through the various social media channels. Thank you for joining us, Alexis.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me.